Here's the newly renovated Podujene station. And I'm gonna go on a little trip. Check out the inside, it's pretty nice. Gonna get a ticket and in a few hours maybe go for a walk. We'll see. As you can see, it used to be a very old and kind of in a bad state, but this has been done well. You rarely see this in Bulgaria, rarely. So this is a success story. It even has heating, as you can see. It's quite well done. This is the exception. Здравейте. За момент проход един моля. То пътнически, нали? Да, мерси.
Като сума. 2,20 влака на втори полугъл.
Значи подлезе.
Да.
Добре, мерси. Хубав ден и на вас така. Довиждане. Ciao. So I was a bit early to say that the renovation was finished, because apparently they do it in phases. That means the front is done and now it's time for the back. Here the rails will be replaced. The roof of this you know, this shielding, probably this bin needs some replacement. This one as well. That's all going to happen in the next few phases, and then we'll just have a brand new station. I'm very glad that they kept it the way it is. The architecture, perhaps for you it's not a big deal, but if you know the state and lack of funds for the Bulgarian railways, you are happy to see that they can at least, let's say, restore some of its former glory, because railways used to be a big thing all over Eastern Europe. They actually still are, but Bulgaria in particular has a very heavy depopulation, and the bus lobby took over, so railways have become unprofitable. Perhaps they even run on loss, let's say. At least it will not be far off, and that's the unfortunate thing, because if you look at the distances, railways become more of a viable option when you travel long distance. That's why in Ukraine and Russia they're heavily funded and very popular, much more than the buses, because the roads in Ukraine at least are not great, and you would much rather be for 12 hours in a train compared to, let's say, 12 hours in a bus, which is backbreaking. I've done it, so I'm not subject to prejudice. I've done it all. What we see here is people who will be traveling into the province. So the train that I will take goes to Plovdiv, and it's a stop train. Putnicheski vlak. That means that it will stop in all of the villages, and that's probably where these people will go. They could be, you can see they have a lot of luggage. It means they are possibly salesmen who work at some market, selling goods in the street that come from the countryside, like fruits, whatever. Right now it's winter, so it can be even potatoes, I have no idea. Any type of thing that grows right now, and it's how people make a living. And yeah, obviously people in the countryside are not too wealthy, unfortunately. There's a lot of struggling to survive. Like, it might seem very nice right now with the sun out, but people are just getting by. That's the biggest contrast when you go from the city to the countryside. The immediate shift in levels of wealth is immense. In fact, it can be shocking if you come for a first time or you've never been shaken by seeing, I don't know, by seeing other levels of wealth. People struggle, and that's a bad thing. But that's life. People are all very friendly here. The sales lady for the ticket was friendly, so I'm just going on a little adventure. Gonna see what's up. I took a ticket to Momin Pochod, which is the girl pass, let's say. Pochod is a sort of mountain pass, or at least a mountain. I guess it can also be a sort of canyon, like a little, at least an alley where you have to cross mountainous terrain. And Momin Pochod has is probably a very old name, still from the Turkish era, when in this area in particular there's been a lot of fighting and struggling, and I know that Momin refers to, let's say, younger girls, and it can have a lot of significations and meanings. I'm not quite sure. Nearby Momin Pochod there is also Momina Klesura, which is the girls' band, let's say, a band in the mountains. And the subject about Bulgarian girls, obviously they are pretty, and well, I'm gay, so I don't really care, but I know that the girls are pretty. This ticket to Momin Pochod cost me €3.95, which is not even €2, and it will put me on board of this train for about an hour and a half exactly, and it's a stop train, so I can get off anywhere I feel like, because I don't want to make too late of a night. I want to get back before dark, and I don't have a whole lot of time, so I might as well pop off in a little village wherever I decide. And we'll see. Train should be coming soon, but delays are not uncommon, so let's wait a little. We'll for sure be busy in the train. See if we can find a place to sit. Take the last door.
Haide, colega! Dai de ti pomagame, Dai
Stavlitka. Yes, there is place. As you saw, people have a lot of baggage, so, but they can do it by themselves because people are tough as nails. And we go off. That's how quickly you go to an adventure. This station is not the central one, by the way. It's called Podujane, and it's in the neighborhood where I live. So yeah, it's quite easy for me to go on trips like this. On this line, at least. To go north, I need to go to the central station, which I go by bus. So let's see. Basically, as soon as you go out in the country, the masks become a rare sight. Like it doesn't matter, because I'm like this, and In my country, better don't try that. Better not, because you have a big problem. If not from the conductor, then at least from other passengers. But here, this is Bulgaria, and people don't let themselves be driven crazy, at least, which is a good thing. I'll get off here to check out the village, Verinsko. To see a bit of countryside, I guess. Gonna take a train back in 3 hours. So getting off a bit earlier than anticipated, but the sun is still out, so let's go. Up. Check out when I can go back. Probably at 7. Walk around. Oh! Ah, no zdravie.